Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Yambo.
Your boy Dro.
We are the Unlikely Geeks, the sports center for comics, video games, news, and all of that good stuff. And like I said, I'm your boy Yambo. That's Trigger Dro 813, and we are here to give you guys everything that you guys may have missed over the last week when it comes to comics, video games, movies, and all of that good stuff. Dro, how you been, bro?
We're good.
Not good. And watch anything new? Seen anything movie
Mortal Kombat.
wise? We did. We seen Mortal Kombat, not together, but we saw that. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Outside of that, played any new games? Done anything fun?
Nah, man. Getting ready to go on this cruise.
Oh snap!
Play
When's your
no
cruise?
games. Friday.
How long? Is just a weekend cruise?
On Friday to Friday. So you're going to have a whole podcast to yourself.
Yes. No, just playing. You know, nah, bro. All right, bet. That's good to know. See, he told me about it right here on the show with everybody, so you get to hear. You get to, if I start crying or something, it's whatever. Um, but yeah, man. All right, that's cool. Where are you gonna go?
We going from Miami to Turks and Caicos and then Bimini, called Bimini Beach Club, and then back to Miami.
Okay,
So like 5, 6 nights.
nice. All right, let's see. Yeah, guys, I know the title right now for the live is wrong. I can't change it. We're already in it, so I'll change it after the fact. And the comments right now, the chat saying, "Dro, you're gonna get the Hanito virus. What is it called? The Henta virus?
Antivirus?
Yeah, you never.
Hopefully not.
You,
Hey,
you gotta watch out, bro.
$4,000 already spent, bro. I'm finna be a zombie for $4,000.
Damn, bro, that's how much it costs you to go on a tour on a cruise.
Yeah, man, it's a big boy cruise. This ain't no carnival or no Margaritaville.
Now, what you doing? The Marvel cruise? What we doing?
No, we going on Virgin Voyage.
Okay, cool. Yeah, guys, like I said, everybody who's tuning in, this is not me playing Exit 8. That is already on Unlikely Geeks, the page, so you guys can see me do that 1 hour playthrough. We're doing episode 34, issue 34 of the Unlikely Geeks podcast. But anyways, man, yeah, let's get to it. I saw Mortal Kombat as well. What you think about it?
I give it like a 7.7.
What made it lose those point 0.3 points?
Yeah, because it's not an 8. It's definitely not an 8, 9, or a 10. And I won't say it's like below a 7.5. So I just gave it like a good 7.7.
All right, so what did you
You
like
know.
about it? What
So it's good. It's good. I feel like the first you won't put the spoiler up.
you gonna do the spoilers?
Yeah, just in case you know how I go.
All right.
Yeah, so like the first 15 minutes um was kind of like, I guess they trying to ease everybody into the movie or whatever like that. So it was kind of iffy the first 15 minutes. And then but I feel like I wouldn't even say 15 minutes. I'll say shoot. Once they got to Baraka, then that's when the movie started getting good.
That was
So
towards
they got to
the middle of the end.
yeah. Once the yeah, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, but the first 15 minutes was iffy, and then once they started getting a little the action and everything, it got better. Um, I didn't really find Kano to be that funny. He was trying to be like the super funny guy. Baraka was funny. Um, but yeah, once they got to Baraka towards the end, everything ramped up. I did like how they did it, where it was fight, story, fight,
Like
story,
the video
fight,
game.
fight, 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 fight. Yeah. Because the other one was like fight, then it was a whole bunch of story, and then fight.
Yeah.
Now that's how they ended the movie. So this one was cool. They did more for the video game fans. I like the shots. I like how they did a lot of. I seen it in the IMAX. So once they went into the fight, once they like headed up, the screen opened up all the way. So like it went like this to
Yeah.
like expanded. I liked that. When what's the guy with the hat with the helmet?
Raiden?
Shang Tsung? No, with the helmet with the
Oh
Nova
yeah.
helmet.
Yeah.
When he fought Cole, that they really went straight Mortal Kombat with it. Side by side. I was waiting for that bitch to say fight on top. I liked that. Rest in peace, Cole. Yeah, rest in peace, Jax. I didn't get to read your review. so I ain't want to spoil it or whatever.
Well, you spoiled the hell
So
out
what
of
do
it
you think?
here. But let me go to the not spoilers so people could come back and
No,
start
I meant
watching.
spoil myself. No, I meant spoil myself reading
So,
your review.
no, it was. I thought the movie was really cool. They did a lot of stuff for video game people, like you said. The camera is, like a normal movie camera, but then it pulls out, so that way the two characters are side by side, like in the video game, and they're doing their little like getting ready to fight pose. What I thought was really cool was there was one fight where the character lost, and then he was just like sitting there like this, trying to keep fighting, and then you hear in the background, "Finish him," and so those are the small little things that I was like, oh, that's dope. But I was in the movie theater that was boring. Like it was sold out, but nobody was talking. You know what I mean? So I'm over there just inside like, oh snap, this is dope, and nobody was saying anything. To me, it should have felt like the Avengers. When Avengers assemble and everybody was cheering, they had moments like that nobody was really reacting to. So it disappointed me to watch it with all those people,
Yeah,
but to me it was fun.
you gotta come to AMC 24, bro, because we had an IMAX and it wasn't full, and it was full of nerds, so everybody was
Cheering and
geeked
stuff.
out every time they did something. When somebody got pushed into when somebody got pushed into the vat of acid in the one fight,
Yeah,
they were
exactly.
like, "Oh hell yeah!" And what was another video game reference when the bartender, which is the creator of the Mortal Kombat, showed up? People were like, "Oh."
Nobody said
So,
nothing in my theater.
and IMAX wasn't even full. It wasn't even full like that. Like I guess toward like the middle was kind of full, but it wasn't like Michael Jackson, nothing like that. When
Right.
I went to see Michael Jackson, that bitch was super full. But it did say that Mortal Kombat did um yeah, opened with $40 million domestically. That's the biggest opening weekend ever for a Mortal Kombat film, which I thought was crazy because once they did like announce the first Mortal Kombat, the reboot, like the first one, you would think like that would have grossed more because people wanted to see Mortal Kombat. They haven't seen it since Mortal Kombat Legacy. You know what I'm saying? That one film,
Right.
Michael Giant Right. So I thought I didn't think it would have made more, but it did. Um, so yeah, that's cool. I liked it. I ain't saying I didn't say I didn't like it. It's 7.7. It's a video fighting game video fighting video game movie. But we're gonna see how Street Fighter do compared to Mortal Kombat. See if they went more heavy on the story and fighting. See if they did the same mistake Mortal Kombat did in the first one.
Yeah, so go check out my review on uh realtor reviews on Letterbox and everything so you guys can see what I thought about it in full detail. The other thing I want to quickly review was Mixtape, that video game Mixtape. I played about 2 hours. It's about 3, 4 hours long. I played 2 hours and I streamed it, not live for everybody. I just pre-recorded it so that way I can post it if I felt like it. And I didn't feel like it after I played it because the game itself was more of a like a chill, not really a reactive game. The music in there is kind of iffy because you don't know if you're gonna get taken down and get a strike or whatever. But on top of that, the game was basically watching a movie, and you don't even have to press a button. You could just press play, and it just stuff is just gonna happen. If you want to get an achievement or a trophy, then you have to actually play and like try not to hit stuff or whatever. But the game will just play if you just let it. So, and then every once in a while, you'll have a 20-minute scene where you have to walk around and press this button and hear a story about the lady picking up her cell phone and then hear a backstory about the picture frame. So it's one of those type of games. I would say it would be boring for a lot of people that like us, like you and me. I would like it more than you would. I think you would find it boring, but idea of the game is cool. It's about a bunch of kids on their very last day of high school, and one of them's going to college and all of that. So the story's cool. If it was our kind of music, like rap, hip hop, that would have been doper for us. But it's not. It's like rock and roll, and people are campaigning for them to do a mixtape too, but have it be in '90s Brooklyn and have it be like old school hip hop, '90s hip hop music and stuff like that, which would be cool too if they did that. But overall, I didn't really love the game like everybody else does. 10 out of 10s here and there. It's not really my vibe. Um, I might still upload the gameplay I did probably tomorrow. We'll see.
So I got two more reviews. I might throw one in here just since we're doing reviews. So just stick with me, you know what I'm saying? Well, since we talking about video games, and this is the one I'm gonna throw in there now. What do you think about the Star Fox trailer? Did you see it?
I saw it. I'm not a big Star Fox person. They did announce that Star Fox was coming back out with high definition graphics and all of that good stuff. I was never a Star Fox fan because it's like an on the
Yeah,
rail shooter. You just
yeah,
I don't know. It's not my type of game. I'm a Mario. I'm a Donkey Kong.
facts.
I might do some Pikmin here and there or something, but Star Fox was never really my thing.
Yeah, I see a lot of people getting on them about the animation for Star Fox. They kept putting Star Fox next to the original Sonic, the movie Sonic
Yeah,
graphics and shit. So I thought it really looked like the original game, but they just updated the
and
graphics.
that's what it is.
That's what it
Yeah,
looked like to
yeah,
me. They didn't do anything. Well, and they only showed what 10 seconds in the trailer or the game,
right.
so you never know. But yeah, basically that. So nothing too crazy, but it's everybody was getting hype about it. I guess because of the Mario movie, and so. One more review since we're doing a review window. I like to call it. The Daredevil finale happened last week. Um, I know you haven't
Watch any
been
of it? No.
keeping up with the Daredevil. Do you mind if I talk about it? I'll probably try not to spoil it.
Just tell it. Did you like it? Do you think people should go watch it? Like just overall.
Yeah. They definitely should go watch it. This episode was basically better than the rest of the season. It was a great finale. Sometimes Marvel misses with the finale. They usually they hit with their penultimate episodes, the episode right before the finale. This one actually delivered. They had big cameos in it. Not gonna say it. Not gonna spoil it. So definitely go check it out. I'm very excited to see where Punisher fits in between this and Spider Man.
Facts, and that's a good enough tease for me. Um, what I noticed was that this is the year where shows are ending, like ending. You got The Boys, you got The Neighborhood. I know we don't really talk about sitcoms, but like The Neighborhood is ending, and like all of these shows that we watched like over the past couple years, like they're done. So it's cool.
Well, season no, this ain't the series finale, just the season. They
Right,
got
right,
season three coming
yeah.
up.
I'm just saying overall, like there's just a lot of stuff
Yeah,
ending, and I just thought about
facts.
that the other day. I was like, damn, everything's
And
finishing.
the way they did it, where Daredevil, Invincible, and the Boys, they all was together at the same time playing. Then you had Invincible ending, Daredevil ending, and next week is the Boys.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Now I did catch up with the boys and all of that, so we'll talk
did
about
you
that next week.
I was gonna say, did you see like they released tickets for the finale, the series finale, in theaters for 40X only?
No,
Just sold out literally in 2 hours. So whoever got tickets, man, they finna have fun because it's 40X, and you know how the boys is real gruesome, so they're gonna have a lot of water, a lot of fog. Dang, I wish I would have bought it. I was at work when they announced it, so there's no way I could even have the time to pull over and buy it. And it's in Regal, and the only 40X is in Orlando, so let me stop. So
yeah.
yeah,
Well, with all the stuff ending, we got stuff coming up for the first time, like brand new series, especially with everything finishing. There's Joe got details on the new Brad Bird's animated film Ray Gun. Tell us about it.
Ray Gun. So Ray Gun is an upcoming animated sci-fi noir film from writer-director Brad Bird, set for a 2026 release on Netflix, starring Sam Rockwell, Scarlett Johansson, and Tom Waits. The movie follows private detective Raymond Gunn in the retro-futuristic city of Metropia as he investigates a case involving aliens, murder, and a celebrity named Venus Nova. It's produced by Skydance Animation. The film blends a 1939 inspired future with adult animation, crime, and mystery. It's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be written by Brad Bird and Matthew Robbins. Brad Bird is the guy that gave us Incredibles. So for all the Incredible fans like me and everybody else that should be Incredible fans, this is they he called it their his what was the word, like his
Magnum Opus.
damn, magnum opus. And besides Incredibles, this is his thing he's been wanting to do for 30 years.
So this is gonna
Um,
be a PG-13 animated movie.
so this is PG-13 leaning R, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, yeah.
It wanted to do rated R. but it's gonna be a strong PG-13
That means we're gonna get a
film.
director's cut when the movie comes out on 4K.
Facts. So, like I said, starring Scarlett Johansson. Everybody knows she played Black Widow, and Sam Rockwell. He was the main actor in the Have Fun, Don't Die movie. Live
Sam
free,
Rockwell, is
have
that
fun.
not? Oh, maybe not.
He's in a whole bunch of stuff.
I was thinking
He's a good
Avatar.
like.
I was thinking the
Oh,
main guy
okay.
from Avatar, but that's not
Yeah,
Sam Rockwell.
he's in a lot of things. So I guess he's gonna be yeah, Raymond Gunn. Um I'm very excited. They have some actual pictures of how it's gonna look. It looks like the Incredibles a little bit, just a little bit more. It look more a little hand drawn to me, but it's definitely an Incredibles feel.
Dro, that would have been real nice to have sent to me early so I could post it for everybody to see. Just saying.
Oh, I sent you the poster.
Nah, I didn't. I don't got it. But anyways, that's all good. Yeah, he was in. He was the wolf in the Bad Guys too. So
Yes,
you know,
I definitely sent it to you. That was the first thing I sent you today.
nah, I don't got it. Um, it's all the way up here. Oh, you said multiple pictures, so you just mean this one?
No, no, I just sent the one.
Oh, all right. Well, I got it. It's too much to put it up. But anyways, yeah, there goes Dro. Got it. Um,
We're looking like Batman the animated
it
series.
does look like Batman the animated series. That's pretty dope. Another, but that has nothing to do with DC or Marvel or anything like that, right?
Nope, no straight Netflix original.
Which is a bad sign. You know how much I love Netflix movies and Netflix originals. Um,
Yeah, yeah. Let's just hope it's one of the better of the Netflix things, which is Brad Bird, so he's definitely gonna get some views.
right.
Hopefully, he knock it out the park.
Well, this isn't DC, but there is new DC stuff. Joe, tell us about Deathstroke and Bane.
So this one is Greg Mottola is high on the list for DC's Deathstroke and Bane movie. It says we are from Deadline. We are hearing that Greg Mottola, who is already in the DC Studios family, having helmed episodes of Peacemaker, is the front runner to potentially direct the untitled Deathstroke and Bane feature. There are others in the mix though. It says word of a Deathstroke and Bane movie began in September 2024 under the James Gunn and Peter Safran led DC Studios. The initial screenplay reportedly was penned by Matthew Orton, who wrote the Marvel Studios Disney Plus series Moon Knight. If Mottola ends up being the choice, Orton would likely do the rewrite for him. Mottola is an EP and director on new Peacock series The Miniature Wife, starring Elizabeth Banks and Matthew McFadden. He's directed such comedy movies as Adventureland, Superbad, and The Day Trippers. DC could not be reached for comment. Mottola is rep by UTA and Sloan, Offer, Weber, and Dern.
And nobody knows that
So
last part.
yeah,
My question is, he's a comic writer. He's a comic director. I mean, I didn't even realize that he directed Superbad. I thought that Seth Rogen and them directed Superbad. So I learned this today. And Deathstroke and Bane does not seem like a comedy movie at all. So this would be his
no.
first not comedy like thing that he's doing. That seems, I mean, that doesn't lead me to be so excited for this. You know what I mean? Like I have some trepidation here because he's a comic person. So is he gonna put dumb jokes in here left and right like he's, doing a Marvel movie? Or is it gonna be like super serious and go all the way too serious like the Batman movie?
Well, the Moon Knight was very serious. Moon Knight had a little bit of
But he didn't
humor in
direct
it.
it. You said he wrote that, right?
And he wrote it, so he has some experience with writing more action, more how I say like person in depth personality characters. Because you have
Character driven.
Deathstroke and Pain, character driven work. So I give him that because Moon Knight was definitely um like he had split personalities. He didn't want to be a superhero. Half of him didn't want to be a superhero. The other half didn't give him a choice. There was episode 5 of Moon Knight, which is one of my favorite episodes in any TV show. Um, Actually had me feeling like I forget the guy that played Moon Knight, man, but he definitely deserved some kind of award, some Academy Award for the episode. He almost had me tearing up in that episode. Just dealing with split personality. It's almost like Bruce Banner and the Hulk. He's stuck in a body. The monster's stuck in a body that don't want to be there. So I can see him doing good on Bane and Deathstroke. You got two very stern characters. If they wanted to go a route where Bane was a strong dummy, I can see them doing that. Some for some kind of joke, but Deathstroke definitely is not a joking guy, as we've seen in Teen Titans and other
DC stuff. Yeah.
variations.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
that's what I mean. Um, but that's dope. I mean, I guess that's cool. They still have to get out and do. They haven't released any movies other than the ones that James Gunn has been filming. Like they need to do stuff with the other people. It's
Yeah,
Superman.
so they got
It's Supergirl.
Supergirl and they got Clayface coming out, which I
Finally,
heard is
what?
very good.
Yeah.
Um, so I kind of like what they're doing with the whole thing with James Gunn. Say they're not releasing anything that doesn't have good scripts.
Yeah.
We're gonna release the thing, so it kind of falling into a good pattern for me because all right, they got Superman, they got Supergirl coming out, but if we're leaning more on a Batman side, it's kind of cool that they got Clayface coming out, and they're gonna have Bane and Deathstroke coming out as well. It feel like they can kind of like lay out his villains, like his whole
This is the same.
villain.
This is the same thing they did with the Venom verse, where they just doing the whole all the bad guy movies without showing the good guy. That's like the overall. The same thing they're doing Clayface, Deathstroke, Bane, but they're not showing Batman. They haven't announced the Batman. So you're gonna have all of these. It's gonna be the same exact thing that happened with Venom, where people are gonna be like, okay, where's Spider Man? Okay, where's Batman? You know what I mean? And they're gonna have to explain it every time. Oh, Batman is in Jamaica. Batman's, cruising on a cruise with Pedro. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. For them to have to keep explaining it, they need to introduce who Batman is, and they got to do something about Batman before they start doing all this. If not, they're gonna do the same thing they did with Venom.
Yeah, we would have to see if they could pull off the Clayface actually being a good movie because the whole thing with that was Sony was those movies are not good. I did not like Venom. I did not like Morbius. I did not like this shit was trash. So if they can pull it off where these movies are actually good and then they drop a really good actor to play Batman, then it'd probably be a good way. I trust in James Gunn. Everything he done did so far is good in my books. So that's what they have going for them. But I understand your take on that. They Tony kind of fucked up with let's just drop all these villains, but let's not show Spider Man when we actually have the rights to Spider Man.
Right.
Kind of dumb. And the only person they showed was the Vulture.
Yeah.
So no, I get you on that. I definitely agree with that. But yeah, that's DC and Bang.
The next story right here, I got to talk about. It's a reason why I got my JDM. You know what I mean? Fast and the Furious. You guys think it's over with? You think this last movie that hasn't come out in like 3 or 4 years is it? Wrong. Vin Diesel has announced that four, not one, two, three, but four Fast and the Furious spinoffs are coming out after the end of the Fast and the Furious movie series. You got, I mean, listen. He said
Somebody said trash. Somebody said trash.
he said this in a Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. So one, you can't really take Vin Diesel too serious. He just be saying
Yeah,
things. He'd be like,
yeah,
"Oh yeah, The Rock's gonna be in this movie. It's all about family. The Rock is gonna do it." The Rock's like, "Nah, son, get out of here, you candy ass. Like, get out of." He just says things to
yeah,
build the hype for stuff with no. I mean, if it was up to Vin Diesel, this movie would have came out. The last one would have came out a year or two ago because he was hyping it up already back then. So
yeah.
you can't take anything he says serious. But he says that four spinoffs are happening. Now I want to play a quick game. He says that they want us to expand on the legacy characters, their stories. For the last decade, it's been us. Now we're entering the TV space. Which four characters or what storyline do you want to see more of?
Definitely on.
A Han movie or a Han show?
Definitely would want to. I would like we talked about. If they're gonna do anything Fast and the Furious, let's just go back to the streets. Like I want to have a street racing crime. Oh, now we're talking about shows. I would like a street racing crime show. Like let's get back on into the dope ass cars. It's a TV show, so they can't do too much CGI stunts with the cars flying out of space and shit like that. Unless it's gonna look very cheap CGI because it's gonna be on Peacock. Um, so let's just go. Let's have a crime centric street racing show. Let's have some ass, some money, some drugs, some cursing. Let's some fights, some gunshots. with some dope ass cars. That's what I would like to see, me personally.
So with four of them, I need one of them to be Brian, like a cop
Let
show.
me hold on. Let me break your heart right now.
Go ahead.
So the executives at Peacock seen his interview,
And
just
said,
like you had
he
said.
bugging.
Yeah, yeah. So they said the one main one is definitely in the works. The other three, they literally said we don't know what he's talking about, but let's just say it's in early production. But the first one is definitely gonna come out.
All right, that's understandable. No worries. I think of these four, one or two of them might come out. Because the same thing James Gunn did. He already said that he's not gonna do like 3 movies that he announced. You know,
Yeah,
Marvel, they announced a bunch of stuff. It don't come out. When you video games do it too, where they're like, oh, this is gonna be a franchise and we're gonna have comics and movies with this new game, and the game doesn't do well and they don't do nothing with it. But I'm in my head, I would love to see a like Miami Vice, or excuse me, maybe Miami Vice, but like a CSI Miami or some kind of like cop show with like a young Brian, you know, like a him before he became corrupt and went with
So
the
you thinking like a full
like
like
like a full prequel.
a full re okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and that's because that's what he's saying. They want us to expand on legacy characters. So I don't think this is going to be like a continuation. I think they're going to hire a
Yeah.
younger white dude to play a young
Oh,
Brian in the police, academy, doing all this stuff. That would be cool.
like
Um,
that.
getting to
Well, in that case, a young Han playing Han back in Japan doing his thing. Like what was the first bag of chips he ever got, you know what I'm saying, that he be eating. You know, he always eating every scene. Like I want to see that that's just a good character detail. I just like Han. I like Hobbs and Shaw. I like Tokyo Drift. I don't care what nobody say. I was
well, no,
12, 13 years old
everybody likes
loving
Tokyo
Tokyo
Drift now.
Drift.
Everybody likes Tokyo
Um,
Drift now.
so yeah, definitely Drift King. Drift King me up.
But that's it. So of the four, they can do that too and have a Japanese centric, because you got the Yakuza show that did okay. You got there's like 3 or 4 Japanese television series that are like big in
Yeah,
America. That could
yep.
be one of them too. And then to get the Japanese market to have a television series based on Han, bro, fire. Like that's a great idea. And then
Shoot, even like the Korean stuff now. So if they want to do like something now that's based in this time, the Korean K-pop shit going crazy. Imagine in Korea, because South Korea just as neon centric as Japan is right now.
yeah, I'm thinking legacy characters, but yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Um, Vin Diesel, as a kid, he always tells these backstories about him and his pops and blah blah blah. You get to see that story. That's the father and son story. I love that kind of
that'd
stuff.
be good. Definitely.
Um, and then you get to see that family growing, because in the first movie he already had his crew, so we get to see that crew being built. You know,
Hmm.
so there's a lot they could
That'd
do.
be dope.
I would love to see the Fast and the Furious universe continue. To me, it's not trash. Fast and the Furious is like one of my
Yeah,
favorite
yeah.
franchises ever.
Yeah, if you do it right, if you do it right, like I love it like street level, like you said. I like the idea with the young crew. That'd be fire. You know what I'm saying? That'll give a lot of young talented actors, roles and you know, bring up some new up and coming actors, 'cause if they do good in this TV show, then they got movies coming up. I love seeing shit like that.
And they
So
did do,
definitely,
they
definitely
have
good
done an
idea.
animated series. They did Spy Racers on Netflix, where the
Mhm.
main character of that was the cousin or nephew or something of Vin Diesel. And that was
Yeah,
badass. Like that show was pretty damn good. Of course, they went to space and did all the, robotic stuff too, but it's a cartoon. But it still
yeah.
took place technically in the same universe. But yeah, so they can successfully do spin-offs. Hobbs and Shaw did decent enough, but they can't do spin-offs and have them be televised and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm actually really excited for that, because I
Oh
hate the
yeah.
fact that Fast and the Furious is about to be over forever, movie wise. That saddens me.
Facts.
The next thing right here, this was the biggest news for me until this Fast and the Furious news came out. But Planet of the Apes, the next Planet of the Apes movie is coming out, and it will not be connected to the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes movies that came out last time. Like the very last one was the fourth movie in the new reboot. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes took place 300 years after the original trilogy, and I loved it. I loved it. It was so cool to see them continue. Now all the monkeys are talking. Now the humans are not talking. You know, like it was just, they regressed. I thought that story was so cool. And now the next one coming out has nothing to do with this.
Before we go into the article, my favorite Planet of the Apes is that Mark Wahlberg. Well, let me stop. Well, definitely when I was 9, 10 years old,
Fired.
the Mark Wahlberg Fantastic Planet of the Apes was my favorite.
Fired.
But the original oldies
Yeah.
is my favorite. I have the whole collection
Yeah.
and the steel book collection of the oldies. I like that. I also like when they kept going with it, when they kind of touched on it with the Mark Wahlberg one when he crash landed and they were already cop apes and the president ape and everything like that because they did that in the old shows, the old movies.
Mm-hmm.
So if they want to go that more of that route, more sci-fi ish, I'm with that.
So what I'm thinking, because yeah, the originals actually between the old Ninja Turtle movies and the Planet of the Apes movies where they have actual people in costume. As a kid, those
Yeah,
scared the shit out of me. I was so scared of them
yeah, for real, not for real,
because
for real, yeah, yeah, yeah.
they look mad real, but at the same time uncanny. You know, like it really freaked me out. But I seen them all before. Actually, I think the first reboot came out. I saw all of the old ones, and they were great.
Yeah.
Conquest of the Planet of the Apes, all of that. So yeah, if this spinoff, what I'm thinking might be the spaceship that goes out to space in the first movie. They never talked about it because technically that spaceship is supposed to be the Mark Wahlberg spaceship that went out.
Yep.
So
Goes
they could,
into a time loop, a time thing.
yeah. So they could tell that story that way. But if they do that and they do a spinoff, that means we're gonna. They did say that they are gonna continue that trilogy. So Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes will get a sequel. It will just not be the next movie that comes out. So
So
go ahead,
you want me to read the deadline article?
do your thing.
So, reporting from Deadline, says after helping relaunch Marvel's Fantastic Four franchise with Fantastic Four First Steps, director Max Chapman and writer Josh Friedman are getting a shot at another high-profile IP. Sources tell Deadline that Shackman is set to direct an untitled Planet of the Apes movie at 20th Century, with Friedman penning the script. Shackman will also produce along with longtime Apes producer Rick Hoffa and Amanda Silver. Plot details are being kept under wraps, other than the film will mark a return to the planet where apes are the superior species ruling all. While not confirmed, sources tell Deadline that this will not be a continuation of the most recent pick, 2020, 2024's Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, but a new original story that Shackman and Friedman are developing. Friedman also penned that script along with Silver and Hoffa. Um, says besides Fantastic Four First Steps, Friedman co-wrote the global blockbuster Avatar: The Way of Water and Avatar: Fire and Ash, and Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
The problem is that if this spinoff does good enough, guarantee you they're gonna forget about Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and we will never get the trilogy we're supposed to get. I think they should not be doing this right now. They should hold off. They should make it a television series, like make it a
You
TV
gotta
show.
get them. You gotta get well, and with those two guys, you gotta get them while they hot. I think that's what 20th Century doing right now. Those two guys are hot right now. They good partners.
Now,
So
the
you
problem
know
is the problem is the guy who created the guy who directed Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. He's doing the Zelda movie. So
that's fire.
because he's doing Zelda, he don't have time to do another Planet of the Apes. And they're like, yo, we want another one of these ASAP. And so he probably was like, yo, don't mess up my trilogy. Do whatever the hell you want. It's not my franchise, but this is my
Mm.
story. So don't mess up my story, because then what will happen is the same thing that happened with Star Wars, the last trilogy, where every movie had a different director. They went with one was by this dude, second one was by this dude, third one was by the first dude because the second dude messed it up. You know what I mean? So they don't want that to happen. That would be atrocious if that was
That's
the
why they
case.
got the. That's why they got Hoffa and Silver making sure they do good by, like you said, that guy.
But even then, bro, I don't know, man. They should make it a TV show. Make it a HBO series. Make it a Amazon series. Like put some money behind it
Because
and make it cool. But don't do
right
this.
here it says Friedman co-wrote that last one.
Yeah. So
So
hopefully he
you got to look
respects it
that way.
enough to not not want it to not continue. You know what I mean? Like he's not gonna be like, oh, let me make this the best thing ever, so that way they don't go back to that story and I can continue. Just
Like,
don't.
oh, I got it's all in my hands now. Let me do what I want.
Right, right. I hope that doesn't happen because that would be real. That
um,
would be pretty bad.
I mean, like we already seen like you said, we've been seeing so much of the Planet of the Apes story. You know what I'm saying so far, like it's been a lot of Planet of the Apes between the old ones, the Mark Wahlberg ones, and the trilogy that you love, that
Nope.
everybody loves.
Nobody knows about
It's
Mark
like,
Wahlberg's. Nobody talks about that one. You're the
yeah,
only person.
right,
You're the
bro. That
only
shit
person.
was high.
You're the
Yeah,
only
right.
person. No, nobody talks about that
That
one.
one was, bro. That shit was good, bro.
No,
That was good.
it wasn't good because it was literally it wasn't good because it was literally the same thing as the first movie, just flipped.
The originals.
Just flipped. And so it was like, all right, well, that was kind of lazy. And then that same ending, but they did it a little different. It was just whack.
Yeah, it's a
Nobody talks
reboot.
about that. Mark Wahlberg don't even talk about that movie. When he talks about all the movies he's done, he's like, yeah, we don't speak about that one. You're the only person that likes it, Drew. I'm just letting you know.
I, that's good. That's all I care about. I'm the motherfucker watching it. So that's
The
all.
only
Once I
one.
press play, ain't nobody else in the living room with me. It's just me
And you
enjoying
wonder
Mark
why?
Wahlberg
You wonder why
being one of
nobody's
the
watching it with you?
top 5 actors in the world.
No, nobody likes Wahlberg like that.
I love Mark Wahlberg.
Nah. Speaking of Mark
Mark
Wahlberg,
Wahlberg ain't never did nothing bad in my life.
hey, you can't say that. You heard about what he did?
Have you seen the Big Hit?
No, bro. Have you heard what he did as a child to like these Asian kids and like all this stuff? And he was like real bad as a person. He was bad.
Or have you seen?
He's been canceled.
A lot of motherfuckers do a lot of things. That ain't stopping me from shit. I'm still gonna watch all the movies especially the shit you about to talk about right now. Go ahead.
Well, the stuff I'm about to talk about, speaking of Mark Wahlberg, is the TED
Yeah.
show. So I've been telling Joe to watch
Asian
TED.
kids. Forget those Asian kids now, because we talk about Ted. Let's go.
Oh no! All right, I do not agree with the words that are coming out of this. Don't cancel the whole show for this one.
I was saying you said, well, Mark Wahlberg did this, but now we talk about Ted. Let's forget it. That's what you said.
Oh yeah. We're talking about Ted.
When we talk about Ted, Mark Wahlberg is good in his books.
No, Mark Wahlberg isn't Ted. That's Seth Farland, right? Seth MacFarlane. But they, you know how they canceled the Ted, or they're not going to do a season 3 of the Ted animated Ted live action television show because it cost so much money. But they just announced they're doing a Ted animated series, which is probably what they're doing because of that. They're like, yo, the Ted franchise is huge. The Ted brand is so big, and we just can't afford to do these $2 million episodes of this TV series. So let's do these cheaper shows, cheaper cartoons, and we bring the whole cast back. So Mark Wahlberg is back. What's her name? Mila Kunis. She's back. Everybody's coming back, and they're going to be now in animated form, kind of like Family Guy. I guarantee you this show will feel like Family Guy because the jokes in Ted and the jokes in the Ted TV show were Family Guy. You know what I mean? It was just Family Guy in the theaters. It was just Family Guy with a bear. So I think this show is now going to be Family Guy. Again, just on Paramount Plus. I'm trying real hard to get this camera to go back to the way it was.
Yo, Yumbo is Yumbo riding for Ted for sure.
Dog, Ted is
Yumbo not even a stoner. Yumbo not even a stoner. He riding for Ted so good. The first one for me as a stoner was good. The second one was I didn't watch the it fell off like since
no,
it
but
fell off.
Ted the television show is the #1 produced thing that Paramount Plus has ever done in the entire thing.
And it's Paramount.
That's what it is the biggest show that Paramount Plus does. So you gotta watch it. It is the only thing that Paramount Plus does that is that good. Is right now.
That's why I haven't got Paramount Plus in so long.
Because there's only one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dro is a reformed smoker, all right, chat? You guys didn't know that? We've talked about it several times. Dro's that. Joe be chief. Why do you think Dro, literally, the name Dro is Dro, right? Is that, I mean, it's Pedro, but it's also Dro.
Pedro. It came from Pedro. I was 12 when I got that nickname because my name was Pedro. Not because
But also, it worked. It just happened to work, right? Am I wrong?
No.
It worked. It's like my name.
Who in the comments checking me right now? What's happening? Sheesh.
She's also like me. My short name is Yams. Why? Because I love me some years. You know what I mean? Like it just is what it is. Um, but yeah, let's get back to the real. Let's get back to the real story here. The next thing that's coming out, we talked about Paramount Plus. We talked about 20th Century, but Amazon is finally starting to film the Creed spinoff stuff that they've been talking about since Creed 3 came out all those years ago. It's been so long that the main what's the guy's name that he was supposed to play the main bad guy in Marvel and then he got canceled.
Uh, um, mm,
Right.
yo, yeah.
So it's so long ago that he was in everybody's good graces. He was like the number one star in the world. And it's been like 5, 6 years since, right? Now they're finally starting to film. It's called Delphi. Delphi is going to be the new show, uh, the new Creed
I
spinoff.
got I got the info right here for you.
Oh,
Delphi, a new Creed spin-off series executive produced by Michael B. Jordan, is in development for Prime Video.
right.
Set at the legendary Delphi Boxing Academy in Los Angeles, the gym where Apollo and Adonis Creed trained, the show centers on young, ambitious fighters trying to make a name for themselves. Is the showrunner is Marco Ramirez, known for Daredevil and La Maquiana, serves as showrunner and executive producer. The plots: the series centers on a new generation of fighters, focusing on their personal battles and journeys within the boxing world. That is dope. I like that right there. Fighters.
So Joe called the show Delphi and then said Delphi. So I think the show's named Delphi, right? That was
Yeah,
the
because I thought about it when I was reading. And I was like, I think it's Delphi.
It could be Delphi, but that's cool because I thought originally they said that the show was going to be about
A girl,
Creed's daughter that is half deaf, and I was
which it
like,
could be both.
it could
It
be.
could be both.
But now I'm reading. I got this other summary here that says the series follows a young Latin American boxer who joins the boxing camp that helped build Adonis Creed. So there's 3 or 4 different
Mm,
stories right now that could be this
hmm.
series. But
Yeah,
because Dro said, "Hey, the show might be about multiple kids," that makes perfect sense. Because it
that'd be
might be
dope.
about his daughter. It might be about the Latin American boxer. It might be about multiple kids. And that's cool. What I love about it is right behind me, right there, that's a Rocky Funko Pop. I love Rocky. One of my favorite movies, top 5, dead or alive. Creed is right up there. When I think of Creed, I think of Rocky. When I think of Rocky and Creed, they don't separate because to me, the franchise as a whole, one of my favorite franchises. So this being the next like continuation of that series, I cannot wait. Do I hate how they treated Sylvester Stallone and they kicked him off of Creed 3 and they killed him off in the movie in the series itself and they don't even give him that much credit anymore. I hate how they did him. They did him dirty. But I want to see the series continue. I love Michael B. Jordan, so I want to see this series do great.
Oh,
And Prime is a great
this
spot.
I like this idea of a show, such a boxing show, right?
I
And
love
I
boxing
seen you
shows.
share some news about this ain't on our
The
on
50
our
Cent,
list, the 50 Cent one.
50,
So they giving you some stuff that you know saying, hey, they been listening to Yambo.
they got
Yambo
to.
been praying to the guys, and now they got a whole bunch of shit. They got Fast and Furious dropping, Planet of the Apes, 2 boxing shows. You eating good, bro. You eating real good.
Real good. Listen, it's called is it Fight Night? Fight Day? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's fight night for
No,
sure.
I don't think it's Fight Night. I think it's Fight something else. But it's gonna star the
You asked me,
same
I'll give my opinion.
it's gonna it's gonna star the same guy that was in For Life. 50 Cent is producing another boxing show on Stars about boxing. And I love boxing. Anything boxing I'm all about. And if you guys would like, we could always do a boxing show. And I can always talk about the boxing after the fact because I watch boxing every week. That's my big thing. But 2 boxing shows that are probably going to compete with each other the same way that um, Empire and Power were fighting against each other. It had nothing to do with each other. I know 50 is going to be doing that with this. I guarantee it. It's just to build up the hype for both. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't
And
wait.
50 Cent playing a boxer in Street Fighter. Look at that. He all on that.
Psh, come on now. It's a circle. But yeah, man, I can't wait. Boxing is gonna be so dope, and continue to watch boxing. Don't watch Zuffa boxing. Zuffa boxing ain't doing it. If y'all know what I'm talking about, don't be messing with the Zuffa. The it ain't it. But go watch some big fights. And if you guys want, and y'all know me personally, slide through the crib. We watching the boxing fights every Saturday. Anyways, the last couple news before we get to the video games here. We got 15 minutes. Let's see. Dro, this is for you a little bit. Arnold Schwarzenegger is going to star as Santa
Why
Claus.
is this for me? Why is this for me?
Let me tell you why. Because of that one Christmas movie that you love so much with the toy. I was like, yo, I gotta throw this to Dro because it's another Christmas movie.
Yes. Jingle All the Way is the #1 Christmas movie. Everybody in the chat, I don't care what y'all talking about. Jingle All the Way, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sinbad. Yeah, let's go.
And so when I seen this, I was like, oh, it's a spiritual successor, even though it has nothing to do with it. This film follows Santa Claus as he enlists the help of petty criminals after his sack of presents is stolen. So now, imagine that. Get it back. You know, like I don't know. It's just gonna be fun, and it's gonna be released December 2nd on Amazon Prime. So we got something to look forward to. We're already getting.
That sounds like an Amazon Prime movie.
Yeah, we're already getting to the point now where the Christmas movies are being talked about. I'm feeling the Christmas spirit already, and we in May.
Yeah,
you know, I'm excited. I just had to throw that in there because I know Dro loves Jingle All the Way like that.
No, yeah, I'm saying I'm interested in that. I wonder who's I didn't do any research, so I wonder who's gonna be the criminal that he's asking for help. Is it gonna be like a Nick Frost type of thing? They always do Nick Frost everything. So
no, it's going to be Danny DeVito. No, I just play. But let's get into some video game news because we only got a couple minutes left. But over the weekend, both Forza Motorsport or Forza Horizon, the one in Japan, and the Lego Batman game that both Dro and I are kind of excited about, both of those got leaked early, and not even like somebody went out there and stole the information to play it. No, they prematurely released the codes and the access to the games where people could pre-order it. If somebody went to go pre-order the game, they would have got a code and it would have unlocked instead of it being locked until a certain date. And then now they're able to play it. Luckily, both of these games don't really have a story, so there's not much spoilers. It's not like they leaked God of War or something like that.
Yeah, they done show so much gameplay for Lego Batman. I feel like I played the game already.
And it looks cool though. Like I can't wait to play.
It looks good.
I can't wait to play with my son. That's going to be one of those games where I have to try to buy as quickly as possible. But Forza right now, you could play it on the PC, and I think they stopped it. I think they locked it, they region locked it, and they fixed their mistake. So some people got to play it. Don't quote me if you're able to play it now. I don't think you are. But same thing with Lego Batman. That was on the Xbox. And it only happened if you purchased the Walmart digital code. So if you bought the Walmart digital code, you were able to play it. I had the code or the URL to buy it. I had the URL to buy it, and I was this close to buying it. And I was like, nah, because I plan on getting Lego when it goes on sale.
This close.
I was so close, bro. Like I had to stop myself because I'm like, this Lego game, I feel like I'm gonna get it on sale because I know I'm gonna be busy this weekend or the weekend it comes out. So I'm not gonna play it exactly when it comes out. I'm just gonna play it eventually. So I might just wait, you know. But that could be real bad, especially both of these games are on the Xbox that had to mess up. Xbox is doing so much to like,
and it's correct. Walmart too. A lot of people shop at Walmart, so
Walmart always messing up. Walmart be announcing games that shouldn't be announced yet. So like the Game Awards might come out and there might be some world premieres. Walmart would already have the listing of like, yo, the new God of War game, and it's like nobody knew that was coming out. So Walmart is a mess at all times. What is a mess, and the last story that we're going to talk about today, unless Dro has something else, is the Nintendo Switch is raising the price of the Nintendo Switch 2 from $450 to $500, which means if you didn't get it when it first came out, just like the Xbox and the PlayStation before.
Bro, I'm never gonna get it. I cannot,
You would
bro.
think
My wife ain't having none of this.
you would assume that the longer things have been out, the more inexpensive it would be. But we're in 2026, and that's not the case no more. Nowadays, if you don't buy something the moment it comes out, like me, then it's gonna be more expensive. So really, I go into debt to buy my video game consoles as an investment
Yo,
for my future. You know what I mean?
yo, my wife see me not playing this Switch I got right now. She definitely ain't gonna let me buy no damn Switch too. So I'm gonna just let y'all know right now. Dro is not playing no new Nintendo games in the future. Give me like 4 years. Maybe I had a Switch too.
No.
It ain't happening right now.
In
I could
four,
go to Yumbo house. Me and Yumbo will play it. If y'all want to come play Mario fucking Party or some shit, then yeah.
yeah, come to my house. Dro will never come to my house, but that's besides the point. But the thing is, if Dro waits 4 or 5 more years, if Dro waits 4 or 5 more years for the Switch 2 is gonna be $1,000. It's just gonna go up.
It's
Like,
gonna be a Switch 3. Like it's gonna be a whole new Nintendo.
no, bro. Like, I think they're gonna stop making consoles altogether. They're gonna be like, listen, just forget what you got.
Oh
Like,
yeah, we talked about that. Y'all go back to our old episodes. It's gonna be one cube.
no, it's gonna be
It's gonna be one cube with every game system inside that motherfucker.
it's gonna be, hey man, just buy a PC and continue to upgrade that bad boy. Like, forget it. We
Uh,
we can't. We'll just make the games because we can't afford to make the consoles no more. Just go buy yourself a PC and continue to upgrade. I think what Xbox will end up doing of one day, or PlayStation will do one day, is make their own graphics card and make their own, like, all right, get the exclusive PlayStation memory chip
yeah,
or graphics chip or whatever. So that way you can play our games to look even better. Because if it's made by PlayStation, it would work on PlayStation even better, even strong, or something. But
yeah.
they're gonna end up. It's all gonna end up being PC in a couple years because it's just too damn expensive to make consoles. And if you're gonna pay $2,000 for $1,000 for a console, at that point, get yourself a PC, and then upgrade that bad boy forever. Don't get yourself a PC laptop like I do, because I can't upgrade this and take it out and turn it, and do whatever. But get you a little tower. Doesn't have to be the biggest thing in the world right now, but eventually you start building it. 1 year you get the graphics card, 1 year you get the memory, 1 year you get the RAM, 1 year, and then in a couple years, boom. Don't look back at how much you spent overall, because you're gonna be like, damn, I spent a lot of money. But then you'll have what you wanted to have from the beginning. Yeah. Xbox and PlayStation eventually will stop making consoles. And then the Switch.
How does Yambo have a house, like a nice house, and he got all these damn video games? I don't know. Y'all ask him. He do a lot of things.
So
That's my boy Yambo.
the answer is, if you or your family want to buy or sell a house in Florida, call me. All right. Hey Yambo, reach out. I will buy, sell, help with investments. I am the guy. You want some land, you want whatever, you want to build. I know everybody except somebody who could cut your grass, because I got right now nobody who could cut my grass. So I can't help you with that. But I can sell you a house, and then you could tell me who cuts your grass.
You sell houses, but you don't know nobody that cut grass. That don't work.
No, because once you buy the house, that's it.
That don't make sense.
Nah.
Bro, that don't make sense.
The guy
You
who,
need to start. You need to work. You need to look into that, and then that'll be one of your selling points. You be like, hey, I sell your house, and I know a lawn service.
oh, I know people, but in different areas. The person who was supposed to cut my grass just didn't show up, so he fired. So now I don't know nobody.
Yeah.
My guy's gone, But yeah, that's how I'm able to afford all the stuff. That, tiers, and credit cards. That's how I afford everything. Selling houses, tiers, and credit cards. But nah, man. I mean, we got 5 minutes to spare. Dro, or is there any movie that you're watching this week? I know we talked about everything coming out. Which movies are you watching now? What you doing
Right
this
now,
weekend?
like I said, the boys.
Oh, because of
it's coming out,
the tour.
and I'm going on a cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going on a cruise, so my phone gonna be off. Um, yeah, I'm finna be out the loop. When we get back, my birthday on the 19th.
And
So
so
my
you're gonna
birthday
be?
on the 19th.
Are you gonna be in the water around that time?
Yeah, it's gonna be a sea day, so I'm gonna be in the middle of the ocean on my birthday, enjoying the festivities and the waves and the food. But when I get back though, it's Mandalorian and Grogu. So we in there. As soon as I got off the boat, we're driving straight to AMC. They go see Mandalorian and Grogu. that's my plans. So yeah.
I want to see a new movie they announced that we didn't talk about, Obsession. I want to see that movie Obsession.
Oh yeah, that look cool.
That looks cool. And also, I wanted to mention how bad Animal Farm was. The reviews for Animal Farm say that it is the worst movie of the year, if not the last 6 years. So that
Mm.
Animal Farm movie is just as bad as I thought it would be, and it is not as gruesome or like heavy as we thought it would be when we talked about it. Because we thought
Yeah,
it
you
was
gotta go
gonna be,
watch.
we thought it was gonna be
Yeah, they might
serious.
well go watch the original one.
Yeah, go watch the original one because we thought this was gonna be serious, but it's not. It's a bunch of
Yeah.
fart jokes and like dumb, like childish nonsense. But yeah, I'm trying to see Obsession because I know a couple of those throughout my life. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do that, bro. People watching this.
I know. uh,
Um, but nah, the trailer for Obsession looks cool. He makes a I think it's, he makes a wish, right? That the girl falls in love with him or something like
and
that,
then I
and then
think
she falls
and it,
too in love with
she
him.
goes crazy. I mean, we've seen that
Yeah.
happen in the Fairly Odd Parents, where he wishes
Oh.
that homegirl liked him, and then she's like, "I want you to love me," you know. So we've seen this when we were children. This movie is nothing
Mm,
original. This is in the this is
yeah.
in Fairly Odd Parents season 3, episode 4. You know what I mean? Like, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, man. Until next time, I guess we got nothing else to say. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. We continue to have record breaking numbers every time we go vertical. So because we're doing both
That happens.
vertical and horizontal, now you have multiple ways to watch the show. We hope that you're liking, sharing, and subscribing. We've gotten a lot more like, share, subscribes, and comments. So thanks everybody in chat for chatting with us. And I'm really appreciating it. We hit a new plateau, a new level, and it's real exciting. So continue to follow your boys. If the upload for merit for mixtape doesn't is not able to be played on YouTube and Twitch, then what I'll do is I'll upload it to the Patreon, which we're not begging people to to pay the Patreon, but at least we'll have that in there. So eventually, if you ever did want to throw a dollar or two, you guys could watch something on that. But until next time, Dro, you have a safe trip, bro. I have never been on a
Oh,
cruise, so I'm hella jealous. But until next time, go out there and
say the word.
peace out, y'all.